Are we really starting on Zero News casting couch?
Yeah, you keep saying this looks like a casting couch for
Yeah.
pornography.
Yeah, because you're sitting in the chair, I'm sitting on the couch, and yeah.
Is it really this tough to live in LA as a woman? At one point you have to just consider audition for porn. Is it
Yeah.
really that hard?
Totally, yeah. Like that's what I'm considering all the time. Like maybe some agent would drop in while I'm doing, casting couch, and was like, "Oh, your face is so beautiful. You're ready for the big screen." So.
Yeah, that Asian category of pornography sites are always pretty,
Shoddy. I know it's being taken over by the Japanese, and their journals are blurry as fuck, so they can't compete with us.
Have you seen those videos like the Asian category on Pornhub, like in America? Like what white people are into in terms of Asian porn stars are really different from because we're both Chinese. What Chinese people in China are into.
Yeah, I think so. I guess we're getting fucked by bigger dicks. That's the difference. First of all,
and also the look, like they like thicker makeup, like more whorish kind of woman, than the pure innocent type that Chinese guys are into.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, this podcast is about surviving as an immigrant.
Yeah.
Welcome to Immigrant Survivalcast. You already see it's pretty tough. And today we have our guest, Sibyl. She's a good friend of mine, and I guess you have so many hats you're wearing. So are you okay? So you tell me you're like a writer's assistant at this point?
Yeah, I am a writer's assistant / script coordinator sometimes if they meet me. Yeah.
But you have like other jobs too.
Yeah, I also work for you as a subtitler, and I also tutor Chinese to people.
How do you find all this time? And you also do stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah.
You're also a comedian. Like, how do you find all the time in the world to do all those things?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't know.
How are you juggling? Like, why? Okay,
Yeah.
so first of all, explain to us like why do you have so many gigs?
Money, poverty.
Oh damn, that's some heavy shit.
Yeah.
In the very beginning.
Well, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's like I think at this point,
It's pretty common in LA.
yeah, it's
We're
pretty
not
common.
alone.
We all have side hustles. I mean, it's not something to be worthy bitch and moan about, because we're in our 20s. We deserve to be tortured by society.
We were born in the same year, right?
Yeah, we are.
92.
I
So
think,
we're both
yeah.
27.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you first came to the States?
Yeah, I was like 16 and a half.
60 and a half.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good age? I often wondering like what would be the perfect, as a fob, as a fresh off the boat, right, immigrant, like what would be the perfect suitable age to come into America in terms of getting adjusted, like the younger the better, or do you think it's better to
Well, I think the age I was when I came here, to me, was perfect, because I didn't try another age. First of all, I had a lot of time to get used to the environment and the language. Also, I have a really solid background from my own home country, which to me is very important, because I'm not whitewashed. I would say I'm like a dual culture background person, but I'm still an Asian. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like, I can get used to both.
What do you mean? You're Asian. What is the opposite of Asian? What's the other side of that?
Oh, the other side of that, why Asian? I'm not shit on them or anything, but it's just like there are, I'm not saying everyone, but there are Asians who grew up here, or they're second generation Asians. They're kind of a little bit dissociate themselves from their own culture.
Do you think that's a bad thing, or do you think it's just the way it is?
I think it's just the way it is. I don't. It depends. If it's only a bad thing if they really, I've run into situations where people like that don't want to talk to people like us, because they think, oh, she's like Asian, and I'm not. I don't.
Is it true? Because okay, so you came here and you told me that you basically went to high school here
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
So you spend 5 years in high school, both in China and here, added together, right?
yeah, yeah.
And then a lot of people who went to school here told me that the ABCs, American-born Chinese, actually look down upon them in terms of they're from China. Like there's a weird hierarchy
Yeah, kind of.
in their head, you know.
I guess they just feel like they're closer, or they are in the mainstream.
Yeah.
And we're just like still like outsiders, which I understand, because
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of us are outsiders, even though they might spend many years here. Like I have
Yeah.
cousins who's here for at least like 7 years, and her English still kind of sucks, and she only hangs out with Chinese people. So
Lives in Monterey Park, you know, in the
Yeah.
same plaza.
Yeah, in
goes
the
to
same- yeah.
Chinese 99 Ranch.
yeah, kind
Yeah.
of, but that's their comfort zone. I'm not judging them or anything.
That's
But
my
it's, like,
that's my
different.
impression when I first went to Chinatown in San Francisco. I feel
Mhm.
like that place is trapped in a time capsule of China in the, I don't know, 70s or 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even the 90s. All the signs, everything looks shitty, you know, and they don't like they do the same thing in the park. Like time kind of stops. It's also weird because if you ever been to San Francisco, the Chinatown is really close to all the financial district, all the
Yeah.
skyscrapers and everything. It's super weird to stand there because San Francisco it has a lot of hills, right? So if you stand on the park, you actually see the whole city from an angle. And then you just seeing the city being like modern and everything. It's like that place is like there but not there at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's kind of like that here as well, but more like in the mind, if you know what I mean. Like some people, they stuck in their comfort zone and they don't want to they don't want to blend into the mainstream because there's no need for it. There is already enough here for them to, survive, live a good life without being part of the Americans, which is fine.
Because the thing is, we're in LA, so we're kind of in a bubble too. People here they want to be somebody, right? No matter if they succeeded or not, they want to be most people, not all of them.
Yeah, that's like the 710, the west side of 710.
Yeah. But the thing is, most people in America, or most people in China, or most people in the world, they just want to make a living. It's just that simple.
Yeah, just that simple.
So doesn't matter if they can't communicate with most American people.
Yeah,
they're fine. I have a few friends. I have a few restaurants I go to. I have this grocery shop I go to. I'm making a living. I run a restaurant, or I do whatever. I'm an accountant, and I'm fine. All my clients are Chinese. I only deal with Chinese. Like my physical location is America. I have an American passport. But yeah, most people, it's like I used to feel bazzled, like I used to be in a position that I don't understand. Like, how are you gonna, like how do you do it? For some people, they just can't do it. They can do it, and they're great. They're doing awesome.
It's actually easier that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like the glass ceiling or bamboo ceiling or whatever it is. It's only there when you want to be somebody.
Yeah.
Racism too. Like, you don't really experience racism if you just live in Chinatown and you just want to make a living.
Yeah.
You just want to live a simple life. You won't experience racism that much because people's not gonna ever shout like the C word in your face, the chink word in your face. I said that word again.
Yeah, well, we can say that.
Yeah, but the ones you want to fucking do something, they still won't say that to your face, but you can feel it.
Yeah. Anything that is not totally Chinese or your culture, any Asian culture, that you feel that. But I mean, I personally believe that people are pretty much all the same.
Yeah.
It just, some people are comfortable with that. Some people are more, courageous to explore other things, which is fine. But it just, the only problems is when they start not liking each other. Then it's weird,
Yeah, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
I'm kind of distracted because we have two house guests.
What's up?
In this my living room, Van Nuys porn production studio.
Yeah,
so,
two more gentlemen for the casting couch.
Two more gentlemen behind the casting couch, ready to go. They're just trying to hydrate themselves, you know, to get prepared for the action afterwards. Oh my god, this light is killing me. It's really hot. Yeah, so you came to America when you're 16 and a half, right?
Yeah.
I'm super good with segues. You know? So you came here when you're 16 and a half. You went to high school. Yeah. Hey, can you guys quiet down a little bit? Mike, quiet down a little bit.
Zoe's putting on her mean face.
Yeah, just don't talk for half an hour. I have to cut this part.
Do you guys want to go to our bedroom and rub each other off?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be done soon. We'll be done soon. Trust me. Okay.
They're gonna go see a gym. All right.
See the fucking gym.
Yeah, it's a very fancy apartment.
Yeah. It's okay. I can cut this part out. Don't worry. Yeah.
There's no need to cut it.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna get prepared in the gym, right?
Yeah. Anyways,
there's like showers and towels there. They're gonna store that. Yeah.
So you came here when you were 16 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And what is American high school like? Like I came here when I was 23, so I never been to American schools. What is it like? Is it like the movies or the coming to age movies, bullies, whatever?
Well, I gotta say, I don't know about other ones, but the ones I went to, not true.
Not true?
Yeah,
What high school did you go to?
I went to El Monte High School.
Is it a good one, like a public school?
Yeah, it's a public school. I wouldn't say it's a good one, but I'm like
a 7 out of, what is the school rating system?
I don't know. It's probably a 5.
Oh, okay. Because if you go to like a real estate sites like Redfin or Zillow, and you locate a property and you have like the closest school and they have a rating.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time I checked was probably like years ago, but it's like it's not very good, but I love it very much just because I was there for 3 years.
Were people friendly to you?
Yeah. When I was going to school there were mostly Hispanic kids and Vietnamese kid and like just a handful of Chinese kids.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. It's not a lot of whites.
No, there's like most of the teachers are white. Not even like probably 40% of the teachers are white, and there's one white girl named Nicole. Of course, she is, and that's about it. We have a black principal. And,
that's probably why, because ain't no white people to even.
It's just the community is mostly Hispanic and Vietnamese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It depends on the location. If let's say you go to school, I don't know, make a cliche suggestion, Beverly Hills, that's gonna be mostly white, right?
Yeah.
If you go to Temple City or St. Gabriel, there will be mostly Asian kids. But when you go to El Monte or Pico Rivera, it's going to be mostly Hispanic
and Vietnamese kids.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you came here, people were friendly, and then how long does it take for you to really get adjusted in school, make friends and everything? Or do you feel like the process never ends?
Yeah, I feel like the process never ends. I'm still trying to fit in somewhere while still being myself.
Yeah.
But with the language challenge a couple years ago, I will say that was probably 10 years ago. It was.
How was your English back then? Like when you first came here?
I remember the first question I asked a student.
Yeah.
I needed to go to the restroom, so I asked her, where is the toilet? Because we were taught British English when we were in China.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause they still use the word toilet, right?
Yeah, well, for the actual toilet.
Oh, where's the fucking thing?
Yeah, and then the student was like, huh, do you mean restroom? I was like, maybe.
Yeah.
Wherever the toilets are.
Oh, was there ever like a painful time in your life that you, in terms of adjustment, or it's fine? It was fine.
Well, there were like bullies in my school, but I don't know.
You were pretty outgoing, so that probably helped. I feel like if you're like an introverted person, it would be tougher.
I can be very introverted at times, but when I was there, I knew I couldn't be introverted because if I'm introverted there, I'm never going to learn how to speak English properly.
So you made an effort.
I made an effort, but I just came off like rude and weird because I
Not you. Okay, so this is I think I can, at least speaking from the perspective of Chinese people, I don't know about other people. We came up as rude, but sometimes it's not because we're rude. It's just because there's really a cultural difference here.
Yeah.
For example, in the Chinese office, right? You can just ask the colleague, "Hey, pass me the pen." Here, if you say it in English, it sounds really rude. It's like, are you like, order me to do something?
Yeah.
You say, "Okay, would you mind passing me the pen?" Or "Can you please pass me the pen?" Right here.
Yeah. Also,
but in China, which is a pass me the pen. That's just how you talk with your peers.
Yeah, and also right here, there's like a really okay, I don't know if you guys realize it because I don't know who the fuck is watching this shit, but this is probably partially immigrants and partially locals, but you guys have like a really thin lines between being polite and being passive aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah, imagine if we're fucking tight, and if I tell you, "Hey honey, could you please pass me a pen?" Like, do you mind that I'm hating you right now?
Or you're saying, "Hey, would you mind turning off the air conditioning?" That would be great. That would be awesome.
That would be really so great. Like, thank you so much.
That would
like
be amazing. Yeah. Especially with a Valley Girl accent.
Yeah, when you say that, I was like, oh shit, this bitch is mad at me,
Were you like, did you find out the hard way?
Yeah, I got yelled at by the counselor because I told her, "Hey, do you have my transcript? Could you can I see my transcript?" She's like, "Could you please
use some polite
show
words.
me the transcript?" She really yelled at me. I was like, "Oh, that's how people talk here." Yeah.
In this day and age, you report him and you start a movement on Twitter.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. She was so nice to me. Shout out to Miss Ochoa.
Saying, it's a different time. Yeah, I found out the hard way because here, okay, for example, in China, right? Every time I see a relative I haven't seen for a long time, first thing they say is comment on, "You look fatter," or "You look thinner," or Yeah,
I think that's just you. I don't.
No, my relatives are like that.
I'm kidding. Yeah,
first thing is they comment on your appearance. Yeah. You're looking fatter now, or you're so thin. You should be fatter.
Yeah.
You eat more.
Yeah.
And here it would be super rude to say that, but that's just like, it's weird because Chinese always try to proud themselves as 礼仪之邦. We are a country of etiquettes.
Yeah.
But sometimes we're the rudest.
Yeah,
in terms
I know.
of comments. Yeah.
I work in the this writer's room, and we have this assistant. He came here, he moved here when he was 16 or something as well. He's Chinese, but he's pretty like American in a way. And and my boss will will joke about his dick size, like he will fucking joke about his dick size in front of everyone, and we don't do that in China. I know, but like because he thought it's okay because like they're close, but like if it's like American's writer's room, he's gonna get me too so fucking hard.
Wow.
Yeah. But the assistant, he felt it. He's kind of weird about it, but at the same time, he understands. He's like, yeah, my dad is like that too.
Yeah, I remember I met
not the dick size part. That will be fucking creepy. That's like more like an uncle's joke. But
yeah, I remember we met through our mutual friend Alan. A wonderful person. Pretty sure he will be in this podcast pretty soon.
Oh yeah,
right. He's a sweet Chinese guy.
Super sweet.
And I remember there's one time I met him and he changed his haircut. I think it's a pretty douchey haircut. And the first thing I met him, what I said is, "What the fuck happened to your head?" Like, we can just say that.
Yeah.
Here, like you I mean, it really depends. Like, you have to be really polite, even like with your close ones, with your loved ones. It's super weird. You say thank you to your boyfriend.
Yeah, I say thank you and I'm sorry a lot since I'm here, and I gotta say, sometimes when I talk to my cousin who is also here, been here for a couple of years, but she's still not used to that.
Okay.
Like, there was this one time I was hanging at her apartment and then I sneezed I said, excuse me, I'm sorry. I just, I sneezed. That's like a perfectly American thing to do. You apologize, sort of, kind of, after you sneeze, and you expect to hear bless you or something.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting. And she's just starting laughing her ass off. I was like, why are you apologizing for sneezing? You can't help it. What the fuck?
Do you think using the would you please, like, thank you, those kind of polite words are a way to keep a distance? That's what I think.
It depends on the person, I guess. I think every I have like a different kind of mode when I'm with different friends.
My friend Maximo, who's a gentleman who was here earlier, he used to work. He's so socially lubricated. It sounds like a dirty word, but you know what I mean. It's like, in order to make a society work, right? It's like a big engine, and you need to use, lubricant to lubricate it.
Yeah.
But I guess like different engine requires different kind of oil. That's basically it.
That's a nice way of saying it.
Because when I got here, it took me a while. It took me a while to get adjusted, especially because I have no friends. and no friends. And look, like most people make like best friends in school. I didn't go to school here, so which is really tough. I went to a very shitty school in China, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, you must be thrilled that you came here, so you don't have to take the Gaokao, the Chinese national college entrance examination, which is the fucking hell.
I'm gonna be so fucked, if I actually took that exam. I'm so blessed because SATs you can take it several times a year, but then that thing is like you make it or you don't.
It's brutal. It's one of the most brutal things. Okay, so that
subjects are so fucking hard.
So that's the exam that will give you a score, and that score it's different from the American system, right? In America, you apply for colleges, they see a lot of things. SAT score is just one thing, and they see your personal statement, they see your past experience, your GPA, whatever. There are different elements there, but in China, the score, it's the one single thing to determine which university are you going to go to. Are you going to go to a good one? Are you going to go to a shitty one? And here, for SAT, as you said, we can take multiple times a year and then take the best score, right? In China,
score wasn't
once
that high.
a year, and I think it's in June or July. June is in June. Yeah, June. And you take it once a year, and then if you didn't get a score you want, you have to take it the next year, which means you have to go through the same year, senior year in high school again.
Yeah, you become a super senior. Yeah.
And then the thing is, you don't apply for multiple school. You have like a few options. Every province is different. Yeah. Like my province, you can fill in like 3 options, and it's like gambling. And you have to figure out. You have to measure yourself. Like, okay, so based on the data of this school's past 5 years of the data, okay, I should be able to get in. But sometimes the gamble, there's a risk. Maybe you're aiming too high. What happens when you're aiming too high? You get assigned to a way shittier school. Ooh. So a lot of people can't take that deal. They have to take the exam next year. It was, look, every year, like, there are news, fucking brutal. Like, kids jump,
off a tall building.
Off a tall building. Yeah. Senior year of high school in China. And I think Korea is very similar. Yeah. So the suicide rate for senior students in Korea and China, I think Korea has a higher suicide rate than China. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's really fucking high. I can see that, yeah. Yeah. But here, I guess there are different kind of pressure. I'm not going to pretend in America everything's just so easy.
You do have a different kind of pressure though. Like you have to, they see you as a whole person. Like in China, it's everything is just in the numbers. It's just your score. But right here, there's your score, there's your community service, there's your grades in class.
You volunteer.
Oh, I didn't have any of those though. Yeah. And what is it? The recommendation letters from your counselors and your teachers.
I think the most brutal part about this is I think China actually have a fairer system, relatively speaking, for poor people. Well, relatively. Of course it's not. Rich people is always going to get ahead, right? In general.
You know what? But go ahead.
So? So this is my theory, right? Like in China, grades is everything. As is somebody from a poor family, you can actually study hard and get that grade. It's possible. It's possible. of course, rich kids will always have better tutors. They can afford better education. They can get, but you can actually try extra hard to fill that gap. It's possible. But here, since they look at the whole package, not just at your SAT score, your parents are rich. They can afford you to a fucking exchange program in Paris to make a speech in the youth UN. But your family is not rich, and you don't really that's my theory. I think it's
I believe that no matter what kind of socioeconomic status you're at, every class of people can be resourceful in their own way.
Yeah.
And if you're in a certain economical status here and you're resourceful and you reach out, you can get ahead. You just need to do it, because I didn't get any help in terms of applying for school.
That's actually the helpful part for our audience here, right? So you went to USC film school. That's like a really good program. To every standard, American standard or our Asian standard, you that's a big success academically, right? And you, as a person who only spent 1 year in America from another country, and as you explained to me, 3 years, sorry, but I'm
not a genius.
I know, but the thing is, like, you weren't a good student in China either. Like, your grades
I was so suck.
You suck? Or
I suck.
Okay? You suck. Okay.
Yeah, like, I really
you managed
sucked.
You managed to get into a very good university. So what is your, like, what did you do? Like, people spend so much money trying to figure this out, right?
Yeah, it's true. Here's the goal.
Yeah.
You just have to be yourself, but better.
Damn. That's fucking bullshit.
I know, but
cut to the chase. What did you do? Yeah.
What did I do? I don't think there is like a secret here. What I did was really, because I had one goal and one goal only when I was still living at home.
Yeah.
Was that I want to get out of this house.
Yes.
Because let's be fair, I love, like the first 3 years I was here, I can say that I absolutely love the place, El Monte. But I am very emotionally connected to that specific little city. But I don't want to be trapped there. I don't want to go to Rio Hondo Community College. No offense. It's I feel like I can do better. I want to get out of there. And also, I hate my grandmother. It was her house. Yeah. So I need to find a school that is sort of kind of far away, that I get to live in the dorm, and it needs to be a good school. And I mean,
so you apply for a lot of universities.
Yeah, I apply for most UCs. I apply for UCLA, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, Irvine, Santa Cruz, Riverside. I only got into Santa Cruz
and USC.
And USC.
So
miraculously.
So what is? Did you have very good SAT score or
no? My SAT score says it was like 1520.
Okay, so 1520 does that suck?
I think the full score is 2400.
Okay, so what would be a good, like, in Chinese standard?
2000.
Oh, okay. Now you suck. Yeah,
I know.
Suck. Yeah. Okay.
I sucked.
So you
ass.
suck ass, and then what is your GPA? The GPA is probably good, right?
Yeah, it was like a 3.7 or something.
Oh, that's really good.
For high school, it's just okay. Like, most of the Asian kids in high school, they have like a 4 or sometimes 4.1. Like, how do you even
be Asian kids,
be higher than 4? I thought that's like where they capped it.
What is the full score
for GPAs?
Yeah, 4.
Supposedly.
Damn, it goes to 11, huh?
No.
I mean, the limit is 10, but Asian kids go to 11. Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
That's a joke. That's a Spinal Tap joke. It's like the limit is 10.
Oh, yeah.
Asian kids goes to 11.
Yeah.
Go to 11.
Yeah, kind of like that. We had like clubs in school that's called Leos and Laurels. Like, our school mascot was lion, and then the super good kid, like the student government or something like that. For girls, it's called Laurels. Guys, it's called Leos. And those kids are like, you have to have certain GPAs to get in there.
Yeah.
And you do important shit like you're some kind of senator of the school or something, but not really. Like they have like dress codes. They dress like kids in private schools, and they're super good at school. But I was a drama kid. I went to
Is that the highlight of your the application package? So you didn't have you have a pretty good GPA, I would still say. You didn't have a very good SAT score. Mm-hmm. So what's the highlight?
I told them about my experience. It's all in the personal statement.
Oh,
and
that's the key. Okay.
The personal statement, and because I was applying for film critical studies, so they asked me for a essay, like an article about a film, and I picked a sort of a controversial film, and I analyzed it.
What film did you pick?
蓝雨.
Oh, okay. So for people who haven't heard of that, I don't know the English word for it, but it's a Chinese film about like a gay couple. Yeah, which is pretty groundbreaking in China. I think it was made in 1990s.
Yeah, I think so.
Early 1990s, which is like maybe even in America, like in that time, right? It's sort of a taboo topic, but in China, till now, it still is a taboo.
Oh yeah,
it was censored. I think it was banned.
Yeah, it was banned. I think it's not just about the gay stuff. It's just like I watched that movie for so many times that I realized that movie was about a gay couple during Tiananmen Square. Yeah. Like that was the time, that's the timeline.
Yeah, it's
like,
also political in a way.
It's also political in a way, but they didn't really stress on that part. It just
focus on the characters.
Focus on the character, like what were they going through at that around that time of change.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I wrote that. I guess they liked it. So, and also I told them, I really want to get out of here. So I guess
that's actually pretty interesting because not a lot of people. So you have the advantage of being Chinese because first it's a Chinese movie. Second, the topic is you really. You
know what? Yeah. I guess now you said it. I think the secret is to get into good school or get good ahead, I think in general, is do what you do best, I guess.
Yeah, being Chinese.
No, that's not. No, come on, you're butchering it. Yeah, it's you know what I mean. It's like if I'm like a good Chinese, my grades should be like A+ in like physics or chemistry or math, and I was shitty at all of those. And
what were you good at?
Subject wise, I think it was English and drama and his it's okay, but
you're a liberal arts student then.
I guess so. Yeah, it was.
Me too. I sucked at math. Like
oh my god, I was
like me and most of my Asian like friends that suck at math. So we're like the opposite of the stereotype.
That's why I said I think people are pretty much all the same. It just
yeah, I guess. Yeah. And then you went to USC. Were you happy in college? Did you have a good time?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and then fast forward after college.
After college,
did you have a good time?
Oh,
so that's how 5 years from now? 4 years?
Ooh, I graduated 2016, so I would say 3.5 years ago.
Oh, okay. So because you spent 2 more years in American school, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, because usually it's like 22 when you graduate. So you graduated when you were 25? 24, 25.
Yeah. Somewhere 24, close to 20, okay, pushing 25.
So 3 years. You're still pretty new in terms of, get adjusted in society.
I know.
Now
I know.
That's such a Chinese word. 走入社会, enter we have a term called after school you enter the society.
Yeah, and
it sounds very gangster.
Yeah, if you translate it into English, is adulting is so hard.
Yeah, but we enter the society. Now it's about the society.
Yeah, it's all about the society. We say that word a lot. We're socialists.
How is society treating you? In general,
I think it was kind of shitty in the beginning, but it wasn't their fault. It was my fault. I was too naive and not ambitious enough to do anything that I wanted or like to do. I was just trying to get by.
Oh, it's a film school. Like, what did you study?
I studied, like I said, film critical studies, which does not mean shit at all.
So what is the job for that specific subject? You're like a film critic for New York Times, like theoretically?
Theoretically, if you're...
Or you just leave an IMDb review. That is, you went to school for that?
Imagine that's the case. No. Yeah, I think, okay, so what I liked about the major that I studied was that you can pretty much do anything while you're at it, because while I was still studying it, my schoolwork was not difficult enough for me to not pursue anything else. So I was doing that, but I also was involved in production. I fell in love with doing stuff in art department, which you're in charge of props and the set dressings and all that.
Oh.
Yeah, because I know I'm not gonna really do anything with this degree, because this is just like an opportunity for me to kick the door open to get into the entertainment, because first of all, USC is a big name, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're in there and you're in the film school, you have that degree in hand, then you can, if you play your cards right, you can get into, whatever Universal Studio or Sony for internships and whatnot. And also, what I was studying, critical studies, all we did was watch movies and write essays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I didn't care about my grades enough because I was more involved in production. Like in production, kids have a hard time with it because they need to invest in their own films, and sometimes it costs thousands. So if
easily, just the equipment,
yeah. Well, the equipments are free from school, but you know, like the locations and the food and lots of other stuff shit involves and props. So when they have to spend their own money, and I can't afford it, of course, and that wasn't what I was trying to pursue. I didn't know what I was pursuing at the time, so I was like, you know what, I can do props and set dressings for you. You don't have to pay me, just give me the budget, and then I will do that. So like that's my strategy.
So that's also, I think that's your first company, is kind of dealing with something like that.
My first company was this nice company in Burbank. What is it called? The Black and Ginger. It sounds like a porn company, but hey,
Black and Ginger.
I know.
That's a really specific category.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do. I think they're sort of a production company now. They have a mill, so they have bed saws, they have chop saws, all kinds of saws and materials for you to build sets. Oh. That's what they did.
What were you in charge of?
Doing whatever they told me to do, really. So I was mostly there moving stuff around a lot. Like, because they just started, they just rented the place or bought the place. I'm not sure.
Is that a Chinese company?
No.
Okay, that's not the one that you... Okay.
No.
When I met you, which is that your second company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that one, I was just not a serious person back then. Like I wouldn't go.
You fucked up.
I fucked up majorly. I would just showed up at work like 11 a.m. or something.
You're giving our
I know
Chinese a bad name,
and maybe a good name because I broke the stereotype, bro. But
I know. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all for it's all for breaking up the stereotype. Thank you for your service. Yeah.
Kind of.
So you fucked up big time there.
I was just lazy.
Were you fired?
Kind of, I would say.
Okay, you fired.
But I was on the edge of
American
wanting
company?
to leave. Yeah, it is. I really, really wanted to leave that company at some point because while I was working there, I didn't feel like I was getting paid enough. But now I look at it, I didn't generate. I shouldn't be complaining about that.
Why would you pay me well?
Yeah, why would you? I suck, dude. Like, yeah. And also, that's also the company that made me realize that maybe our department wasn't my calling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? What makes you feel like that?
It wasn't that company specifically, but it was the gigs I was taking during the time I was working there. I was also freelancing as a production designer, so I was
what kind of project were you involved?
Student shoots from mostly AFI and Art Center Pasadena, and USC, UCLA, wherever they want to hire and pay me. NIFA, and NIFA usually pays pretty decent. Yeah, and
But why didn't you like what you were doing?
yeah, so what I was, it just it was kind of taking like a toll on my health at some
is it
point.
long hours?
Yeah,
I think every department when it comes to film production means long hours.
Our department is a different beast. Like, you not only you have to, you know, stay up late like all any other departments, you have to be there for long hours. You have to be very strong and calculated at the same time. Yeah. Which is also like other departments, but for example, like you work 12 hours a day on set. That's like the rule, right? Mm-hmm. That's the union rules. Is 12 hours.
Sometimes 13-hour, 15-hour day.
Yeah, that's pushing it. Yeah. 15, that's really pushing it. Yeah. The longest hour I worked was 30 hours.
Straight?
With like 4-hour break in between, but...
Like, what do you do in the break? Like, sleep?
Yeah, I went back home, I put on a face mask, I slept for an hour, and I hopped back on set.
Wow, I wish it was a good movie. Imagine if it was for a piece of shit, like the movie, like The Room or something.
I didn't give a shit, man. I just wanted
to do
a good job and finish it.
I've been to a few sets, right? Now working. Mm-hmm. And every time I went to a set, I just pray, this better be a fucking good movie. Cause
you can't think that. You can't think that.
No, not just for me. I see all those people getting involved, and they're working so hard. Their fucking health and life is like deprived for it. Mm-hmm. And for what? You know? That's why I wish it better, you know, be for something good, not a piece of shit project.
You're behind the scene. You're not the director or the actor or anything. If you think that, that's gonna fuck with your head, and then you're going to feel not motivated to do this kind of project anymore. But
that's why I don't want to be on like I thought about it, but I was like, I don't think I'm cut off for be on the set.
I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. It's very grueling and very dreading.
But that's kind of partially why you. Okay, so at this point, did you start to do stand up, or have you already had a clear image of what would you really want to be?
Not yet. It was so after that 30-hour project, it wasn't like, the project was more there a couple days after that 30-hour, but that was actually my favorite project to work on, because I think I accomplished a lot in that project. But at the same time, I start thinking, if that is the life I'm going to dedicate it in, I'm going to live, I don't think I can make it. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I start to fear it, you know? I start to have the fears like, oh, what if there are other projects are like that, and I need to compete with other people for projects that might work me to the ground, you know? Because I started to have a little bit back problems, you know, by installing IKEA furniture overnight.
Surgery, right?
No, I didn't get a surgery.
That's for a different thing. Okay. So you told me once that you spend a lot of money on medical bills because of some health.
That's something else. That's something else. Right. Those are just like small sickness, but because the health insurance sucks.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm blaming the system on that.
That's another thing. All those jobs are 1099.
Yeah,
mostly, right?
Mostly, yeah.
It means you pay for your own health insurance, and in this fucking country, health insurance sucks.
Yeah, and also here's a twist. Yeah. If you have a really bad health insurance, sometimes it's way more expensive to have a health insurance when you don't have a health insurance, when you need to go to the ER, you know?
Okay, what does that mean?
Because if you pay cash in ER that you don't have health insurance, there's a cap for that. Like, I had tonsillitis.
For uninsured patients.
Yeah, for uninsured patients, there's a cap. But for insured patients, they just go wild with the number. And then they bill the insurance company.
The insurance company is going to pay for it.
Yeah, they throw the bill to the insurance company. But because your benefit sucks, you have a really, like, some kind of bronze plan that you're paying $25 per month for. Yeah. And then the insurance company take half off when it's sent to you, it's fucking $4,000.
And you can negotiate. A lot of people don't know. Like,
yeah, you can can negotiate
This is
it.
different between like America and China, and I don't know about other countries. In China, the hospital give you a bill. Usually the number is way smaller.
Yeah.
That's the bill.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't negotiate this. Or the tax man sends you a bill. That is it.
Yeah.
Here, everything's negotiable.
Yeah.
Everything's negotiable. If you owe a lot of tax that you can't pay it, you can actually, of course, it's going to hurt you.
Installment.
Hurt your credit and hurt your future thing. But you can, talk to the IRS. You can negotiate the deal. So, okay, I can't pay this much, but I can try to pay this much every month. Same thing for medical bill.
Yeah. So what I did was, so like I said, I was in and out of emergency room for tonsillitis, like the most, unimportant.
Trivial.
Such a trivial thing, but that was the only place that was opened.
Yeah.
So where else was I gonna go? I didn't know it. So I went there. I threw them my fucking bronze card. It's like, hey, deal with it. I'm insured. I'm protected. I'm insured. It's like,
I'm a
of
proud
course
member
you
of
are.
Kaiser Permanent.
Of course you're insured. And then after all the services they've done for me, I got the bill that was like $4,000 after the
your
insurance
copay.
company.
That's your payment.
Yeah.
So what about? Okay, so you said it's actually cheaper to be uninsured sometimes.
Yeah.
So what? How much was that?
So
in comparison,
after that, of course I couldn't afford it. Who am I? Am I made of money?
Yeah.
So I call the accounting department of the hospital and I said, I can't afford this. There's no way I can afford this. By the way, you have to be so sweet and innocent and dumb when you talk to them. You'll be like, I am so sorry, but I really
I'm
couldn't
sorry.
Is
Use
there,
a Chinese.
No, you don't.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, you just keep you just have a really good attitude and be really sincere that you can pay it.
Have their sympathy. Have them on your side.
Yeah, have them on your side. But because they've seen people like you like a lot and they know this kind of bullshit, so they're going to help you. So what I got a deal. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this favor for you once.
Yeah.
By just cut off all the insurance shit.
Yeah.
Just say that you don't have an insurance. Then you're paying cash, which means you're paying in full, like you don't have insurance.
Yeah.
And I got a bill for like $350.
Gee, so okay. So this might be a life hack here for all the immigrants here, because I didn't even know this kind of stuff, and this could save thousands of dollars. So you managed to negotiate your bill from $4,000 to $350.
Yeah.
Just by being resourceful.
By good at talking on the phone, I guess.
Jeez, do you have good insurance now?
I don't have any insurance now.
Oh my god.
I know it's scary.
It is scary, right?
It is.
What if something happened?
I know, but I might have insurance when starting March, because I'm going to be real employee in my company.
W-2.
Yeah, in a W-2. I am having W-2 now, but I'm a temporary. I'm still a temp, let's say, but I'm going to be
with a tutoring company.
Official. What? Yeah.
With the tutoring company or with the writer's assistant?
Writer's assistant.
Oh God, that's the thing about, like, if you think about it, it's really scary, especially in LA, right? LA is full of young people who work 1099 jobs. Who are banking their life on the line to see if they can be somebody one day. And
I know.
They have no money, no savings, no health insurance.
I
God
know.
forbid something happens.
I know, but
and you don't think about that when you're young. You don't really think about shit like that.
Yeah, you do, but like, there's always Obamacare. It can pick out like a shitty or decent plan.
What is the like a legal status of that thing? Because the Republicans tried to repeal it, and then I don't know if it got stopped in the House or something.
I just know that if you don't have Obamacare, while Obama was still the president, you get penalized if you don't get Obamacare. But now it's Trump, so you don't get penalized when you don't have an insurance. So
yes, I think I got penalized because I wasn't insured for like 3 months out of 12 months, and I paid a few $100s just for that.
Yeah,
I think this year Yeah, Trump might save some people some money, but I don't know if it's a good thing. I think, oh, look, like, this is not a political debate, but health, something needs to happen. That's the only thing I know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it needs to be fucking fixed. I don't
Yeah,
care.
the insurance
which
company,
party.
the hospital, and the pharmaceutical company, they're all fucked up. But no one knows how to fix it. I don't know. I don't have the answer.
Medicine
I
is
wouldn't be sitting
expensive as shit. And sometimes,
here.
like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize, okay, there's so many good things about America and so many good things about China, but one of the best things is, like, the medical system. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
way cheaper in China. It
Oh,
still
yeah.
sucks for the poor people, of course, but
Yeah.
damn, it's just...
I know, right? But
the medicine price is just crazy here.
yeah, it is.
And
Well,
cutting your hair is expensive.
true. That
Cutting
too.
your hair is
With
really
all the
expensive.
tips. Like,
Yeah,
you love
I
them, you
learned.
want to tip them, but it's a lot.
Do you tip barbers?
Of course you do.
But the thing is, there's a service provider, right? So
Yeah.
you're paying for their service. So why do you have to tip their... It's not like a
Exactly,
restaurant.
it's a service.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Okay, restaurant, you're paying for the food. You're paying the money goes to the restaurant owner. So the tip is a side thing for the person who serve it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But in the barbershop, it was a very straightforward transaction. He give you service and you pay for his service. You already pay for it. Why do you have to pay for the service fee on top of a service?
Okay, actually, I can say something about that.
Yeah.
My mom went to a cosmetology school where they teach you how to cut hair.
Oh,
And,
your mom is a barber?
No, she's not anymore. But like,
Barber wannabe?
no, she sucked at it. Like, to be
Okay.
honest, like,
Okay.
and also she cuts women's hair, so she's not a barber. She's a hairstylist.
Oh, that's the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference. Barber is the one that for
Yeah.
for men mostly. They fuck with the clippers, but my
Yeah.
mom just do scissor
Yeah,
things.
she fucks with woman hair.
My mom's scissors.
Yeah,
Um.
scissors.
Yeah. Whatever. So when you go into a salon here,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like usually it's not the case. Usually, here's what happens. All the hairstylists or barbers, they're renting a chair there.
Yeah.
So they give half of their revenue to the shop and they keep half of it. So let's say you spend about $40
Yeah.
for a haircut,
Yeah.
which is kind of expensive, but still it's a pretty cheap price here, right? And then $20 goes to the salon, and then the barber keeps $20, and that's like an hour of work.
Ah.
Yeah, and if they only have 5 customers that day, they make $100, which just doesn't cut it.
Wow.
So you gotta tip them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Jesus. I always go to this Japanese hair salon in the west side in
Yeah.
Mar Vista, because I got fucked a few times with, like, I don't know, man. That's a different thing. I think Asians need to go to Asian salon because not because of the other salons are not good. Is Asian salon know how to deal with Asian hair?
Exactly.
Our hair is so different.
It's like black barbershops. They know how to do their hair, but our hair is also very particular. It's really, our hair is so easily fucked up if you don't cut it right.
Because our hair is so straight.
Uh-huh.
So even if there's volume,
Yeah.
like if you cut it wrong, it would just be like so flat. And
I
there's
know.
like no style at all. Like to achieve this, I have to go to that specific Japanese salon.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure they're good. I've been to, like, when I was in the Bay Area, there's like really good and cheap Vietnamese salons. It was so amazing. You pay $15, and this
awesome.
lady's name is Mimi. Okay, she dressed like a bunny lady. Like, yeah, at first I thought,
Like
is
Hamburger
this a
Mary kind
yeah,
of.
is this a fucking legit salon with happy endings or whatever, with a bunny ear and this half of her ass is hanging out, and she talks. She has a really deep, like foghorn kind of voice. Hey, hello, like that. Oh God. But she's the fucking best. She cut my hair in 20 minutes.
Where is that again?
In San Jose. In a Vietnamese salon. They do nails too.
You see, it all depends on the
$15.
rent. It all depends on the location. If it's in LA, that's the that's the real estate.
Yeah. And then here I went to this Japanese one. It's really good, but they're kind of expensive. They cut my hair is like $50, you know. And if they do the color is like more than 100.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like Mar Vista. It was like an hour drive sometimes.
Oh my god.
So the one time I went to another Korean salon, which has really good Yelp reviews, and it's just not good. And then the third time I went to a second Japanese salon, just is as expensive as the first one. Not good. It's
yeah, man. Like in America, you gotta have your own
and
style.
I cut my own bands.
Oh shit.
I bought the professional equipment, and I still fuck it up, but I can cut it to make it look okay.
Yeah, you look okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No. This is like straight out of the salon.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
You know,
Nice,
50 bucks for this shit.
Last time I had a haircut, it was March.
Yeah, and also you try to like.
I
that's
was
why
in China. That's why. Like in China, I would get a haircut every fucking week.
My mom, who's in China, she has a different color or different curl weekly. I can't afford that shit here.
Yeah, you can't. You just
like,
cannot.
I want to curl my hair do the perm for the longest time, and I was like, I can't afford to maintain it. I can't afford to make it.
Exactly.
I better choose something. Okay, when it can last for like 3 months, so I don't have to go, that often.
You literally, like, to make it really to make an LA girl pretty.
Yeah. Or lookable, or look okay in LA standard.
LA standard, LA 8. That's not even say like a 10 or something. LA 8 just goes in and out of salon is $200, and then another $100 to get out of the nail salon.
And look, when you have a hair color like mine, like this is not a dye. I want it purple, and it was purple the first 2 days. Okay, after the first wash, it becomes like light purple. Then it becomes pink. Then no matter what color I chose to dye, it ended up being like this.
There is a possibility that they use the semi-permanent bullshit on you.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, our hair is so hard to bleach. First, it will get damaged really, really heavily, and then
fry your hair.
All those beautiful colors, those hipster colors,
cannot use them.
Gray, green, purple. It doesn't stay. It just doesn't stay.
How hard it is to do a gray? Holy shit, a gray.
Yeah, like a good gray. Not like a fucked up homeless gray. Like fancy ass hipster gray.
All gray fucking turns into dirty blonde if you don't be careful with it.
I gave up on dyeing, and that's why a lot of people here dye their own hair.
You gave up on dyeing.
Yeah, dye. Yeah, I give up. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good segue to I try to end every episode with like a pro tip or like one thing we recommend. Could be a movie, could be something. Do you have anything you want to recommend? Something awesome?
Oh shit. What would be the thing I recommend? If you want to eat Chinese food, don't go to Chinatown, I guess.
That's a good tip.
Go to San Gabriel. Go to Valley Boulevard.
San Gabriel, Monterey Park, California, which is east of LA.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes drive from LA?
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's not super far, but just Chinatown here is not worth it.
And
doesn't cut it.
Anytime you see, I said it in the first episode, anytime you saw like orange chicken on the menu, turn away and run.
Leave.
Turn away and run.
Leave.
Yeah, it means every dish is gonna be soaked in fucking syrup, glossy sauce.
Oh,
and so it tastes the same. And the meat is probably 7 days old.
Oh yeah, any dish that any Chinese dish that you see in front of you that you can basically, it's so bright that you can see your face in it. It's like reflective. Don't eat that shit. Just do yourself a favor. Leave.
And is there MSG? Oh yeah.
MSG, dude, that's a fucking conspiracy. That's a
conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Like the MSG is not bad for you. Yeah,
but go nuts with the MSG. Like, don't even believe in that white shit.
I guess, do you.
Yeah.
Whatever you like.
You do you.
But go to San Gabriel and Monterey Park to have real Chinese food. My thing to recommend is like, oh God, I told you earlier, I was sucking the rabbit hole of watching YouTube videos about red panda. It doesn't have to be any specific YouTube videos.
Red
just
panda is the shit.
Red panda. Red panda is the shit. Red panda is just the cutest animal, I think, that lives in China and partial places in Nepal and India in the Himalaya mountains. They're just like red raccoons, but they're cute as fuck. They have
yeah.
this little furry paws. And the thing is, a lot of people like cats or dogs, but we can all agree they're ugly ass cats, right? You're not gonna just pick a random cat and guarantee it's gonna be cute.
Pandas.
There's no ugly red pandas. Their cuteness level range from 7 to 11.
Oh yeah.
Like the ugliest red panda you're gonna see is gonna be like a 7 at least. They're like the cutest thing. And rumors on the street, I can't verify it, heard it from someone else. If you go to Yunnan province in China, which is the southwest China, you go to the Kunming Zoo, right? If you pay $5, you can feed apples to red panda. And
that's
guaranteeing that would be the best
off.
$5 you're gonna spend
Feeding
in your life, feeding red pandas. Yeah. That's a great way to end today's podcast.
Oh yeah.
And thank you so much for coming here. I hope society will treat you and me and everybody we care about in a better way.
Well, we gotta work for ourselves.
Yeah, because society, man. I'm kind of done with society.
Yeah, where are the men that you
they went to the gym. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Are they still come to the casting couch thing?
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Don't worry.
Cool.
Don't be too thirsty.
Still getting late.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Cool. Bye.